Hello, fools and other people. This is Ignicus Icarus here, aka the Archangel, reviewing another one of my Kenneth figures. If you've probably seen my recent Alien Isolation video, I just want to apologise about part 2. I'm very busy with things at the moment, because I'm kind of making something, which, I'm going to be showing up soon. Because I'm going to have a video where I'm going to make the video, half of it's going to be where it's not painted, and then the other half is where I've fully painted it, because I'm kind of making something. Still, this is the Kenner 1993, if I can find where it's tampographed, Wild BOAR. I know it's 1993, because I've done the research. It's a 1993 figure, and it's pretty nice. And it's one of the few animals that has no tail. And it's actually got less articulation than the others, because his legs can rotate on these big ratchets, and so can his arms. And don't worry about the clicking, they're on ratchets. Like that. Now, he has a gimmick where you flip his head and you hear it click, and he's got these really cool attack spikes. And what's cool is when they're up, they're, they pattern matches. So that's pretty cool how that works. I mean, you could just, you use the arms, however. That's pretty cool. They are a soft rubber, which I can understand, and they're actually, they're like light piping. Yeah, I have the flashlight on the camera because it's very dark. You can probably see the shadow back there. He's got some very nice detail, actually. That's if he doesn't stop bobbing his head up. Fall down, sorry. Again, love the teeth. Teeth are painted very nicely. I love all this moulded detail on him. Just to let you know, the camera is making it look greener than it actually is. It's not actually this green. I mean, it's a murky green, but my camera makes it seem like it's less of a, makes it seem more greeny. I can stick my finger over the lens. Oh god, I'm doing it badly at the moment. Oh, yeah. I can't really do that, man. You can sort of see there, there you go. It is a murkier green than what it is. That's actually, it comes up, like, the camera shows the colour better. Get it far away enough, you can sort of see that it is. The green gets murkier as the light is away from it more. But yeah, he does have a feature which some of them can do, some of them can't. Just give me a sec to adjust my stand. Get a book. Look, I've got one down here that I was prattling about with. He needs it for this. Now, as we all know, he does that, but his legs can stand, and this isn't even official, this is just something that everyone does. Don't worry, there's nothing broken, it's just the ratchets in his arms. And you can stand him up and give him a mohawk. A lot of people do that with this guy. Now, sometimes he will do that, other times he will stand. When I first got him, I was constantly having to bend his leg out because it was a bit, bent and malformed. So his legs are softish rubber. And as you can see, he stands like that. It's all about the weight, really, because the weight back in, this head's very heavy. This is the heaviest part of the toy. I mean, just see, it's the heaviest part of this figure. But, once you get him standing, he does look really quite cool. And he's one of these. There's three more. Sorry, there's two more. I think that can stand up straight. You've got the bull alien, and you've got the rhino alien, which can also do this. And you can sort of get the panther too, albeit not as good, although it looks more like it's perched on something. But yeah, and you can't. However, if you do rotate an arm outward, it's gonna. Although you could rest it on something, like make it so it looks like it's tapping the buttons on the computer, which is pretty cool. yeah, again, this is that. That's nothing breaking, don't worry if you do get the figure. And that's just a ratchet joint. That's all it is. Same with the legs, see? Just a ratchet joint. That's all it is a ratchet joint. You don't have to worry about breakages or anything. This guy on eBay usually goes quite expensive. I didn't get him on his own. As you saw my collection video, I got most of these guys in one package. The ones I got in the package were the marine figures, and those two are they're just random marines I picked up. They didn't come in a package. In fact, the ones that I got individually were Hicks, which came with this queen. You can sort of tell that's the one, that's the faded one. I had this one, the first kind of figure was that one, and that one, both came with it. That came mint, queen was loose, came with the chest burster accessory, and then I got the Mole alien, then Bishop, and then the Swarm pack, and then I couldn't decide which one of the others to get, so I just found that lot and I got all the others for 50 quid. And I was pretty surprised, actually, you know. And this guy, when I first pulled him out, I was actually quite surprised at how chunky he is. I mean, this is my fist. He's chunky. He is pretty chunky, actually. And you can sort of get his arms to go in and out. He's a pretty decent figure, actually. I quite like him. Again, he's got these. And these are rubber, so, you know, they're not really going to hurt unless you actually try. And even then, I mean, that's not smacking because they're bending. Which is sort of the good thing, really, because, but this, I mean, this is bendy, it's just a bit harder. This is a harder rubber, whereas the spikes here on the head are a softer rubber. A softer type of plastic, and, you know, the body and all on the head is made out of a hard plastic, which is good. So, let's just grab a marine to do a size and scale comparison. I'll grab Ripley to do this with. And you can see that in real life this guy would be pretty big. Pretty scary if he was standing right next to you. And if I just stand him up, you know, it's easy to do it off camera because it can be a bit fiddly. You can see that, well, he's actually nearly the same height as a queen. If I just go grab the queen, just grab one. Stood up, he is ironically the same size. So this guy is pretty big for an alien, which means that the animal, he must be pretty big as well. I mean, this is Ripley. This is just an ordinary marine. I mean, look at that. Predators actually are normally this big anyway compared to people, but not the Kenner ones. The Kenner ones were the same size as these guys. I think maybe a bit taller. I don't know. Again, this is Ripley here. Yeah, that was a crap impression of a flamethrower, but she's sort of trying to fend them off and this thing. I mean, these attack spikes were really meant for this, so she'd come across it and it would flip its head down and it would stab her. Yeah, that's a very, very poor enactment, and it would throw and she'd be dead because it would have stabbed her. And again, you know, queens are massive. I'm surprised that this thing even comes up close to the same height, although they have made another queen which is, you know, bigger. A bigger, more accurate one, but this is a pretty nice one. Although this could be a Praetorian, so this will be the size of a Praetorian because that's pretty accurate scale, really. If this was a Praetorian, the scale would have been perfect here. But then this thing could have sort of been because it's nearly just as tall. And yeah, another thing about the Marines, they all have to use tack on their feeding because they fall over a lot. And that's the thing, actually. This alien does not have any peg holes on his feet. The only ones that do not have peg holes are this guy, the Flying Queen alien, the Killer Crab alien, the Swarm alien, both of them, and the Facehugger, the giant Facehugger queen one, and also the Snake alien as well. And the vehicles obviously don't have them, but all the Marines do. And speaking of Marines, actually, I'm currently hunting Hudson, the UK exclusive. And he's basically just a retool of Vapor, but it's bloody Hudson, isn't it? How can you not frickin'? It's Hudson. You know, it's game over, man! Game over! No, I wasn't trying to make Ripley say it, I was just saying it, you know. So yeah, I just move Ripley out of the way, move the Queen out of the way. This guy is brilliant. I do want to paint this black with a glossy black, because the aliens do have gloss. They do have, like, a very glossy head piece where they say, and then you can see the paint's chipping there, which is a shame. I actually like how they painted that black. They did these kind of figures, and yes, they don't have much articulation, but that was when they were made. That was the standard articulation figures. These guys have got a lot of effort in because their gimmicks don't compromise the figure. If anything, they kind of complement it, like giving it an ability, a unique trait. Yeah, so they all have acid blood, but they either have capture claws or head spikes. And personally, this would be a pretty cool attribute to have, especially if you stand up, because then he can go to a punk party because he has a mohawk. Yeah, that's actually something I like, and when I display this guy, I do sometimes stand him up like this because, well, he just looks cool like this. He looks like he's got a freaking mohawk. I mean, how does that not look cool? And another thing about the paint as well, it's stuns so that when it collapses like that, it's it's only the tips that are really painted, except for this one, but the full thing's painted. But it's a really great play on imagination. This guy. I mean, this is just a character that kind of made up, never appeared in the films or anything, and it's a really nice one. I like this. He's just cool. I mean, he's got all these rib details. Look at that. Wait, what's that there? The camera's deciding it doesn't want one. Oh, I don't know what that is there. Maybe it's a bit of You see that yellow bit there? I think that's maybe a bit of plastic, like, from the mould. Like, maybe it's a bit of buggering or paint. I don't know. It's not really much of a problem. I've only just spotted it now, actually. But yeah. All the detail here, all these little webs. He has no tail. Actually, you could sort of say this is a three-pronged or two-pronged tail. But it's a big-ass fin he's got on his back. I mean, what is he? He's not a shark or anything. And wild boars weren't like this in real life. In fact, actually, I don't even know. I don't think they're anything like this, but this is a xenomorph, so it's going to look really weird. Again, before I wrap it up, what is the rating for this guy? Well, I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10, to be honest, because this guy he's just badass. I mean, he's got an awesome gimmick, which actually makes him look cool. You can stand him up and give him a mohawk, which is always fun. The ratchets are sometimes a bit of a pain, because when you're standing him, you have to get him like that, or if you can't get his feet flat. But, that doesn't matter. He, you can see the gears there, but I don't care. And, yeah, he's got a nice paint job, really nice colours, realistic colouring, actually, because some of them might appear green, even though most aliens are black. And, yeah, he just overall looks really good, and I think he pulls this thing off with his gimmick really damn well. Now, where is those markings? I cannot find it, but I know they're on here because I found them once and I've lost them again. I cannot find the markings. Still, if you do see this guy on eBay, if you find it for a good price, then I'd pick him up. Because he's definitely worth it. I mean, okay, guys, sorry about that. My camera had decided to cut off. Now, this is just one of the poses that I just discovered a minute ago, and I've actually just found the markings for the year and date and company it was made. Yes, he likes gymnastics. I just found them actually. I don't know if you can read them, but if I just focus. Oh Christ, it's been. Come on, focus. Ugh, bloody hell. There we go. You can barely read it because it's upside down. Whoops. Yeah, as I was saying, this guy is worth picking up if you can find him. It says, you can definitely tell it's there. Just zoom in. It says TM 1994. It also says 20th Century Fox as well. And I think this one has the rest. Yeah, this one does have the rest. Bloody hell, my camera. Yeah, sorry about this. It's a pain to do this. It says on that one, oh, focus, you bastard camera. Oh my god, I'm fucking up hardcore today, pardon my French. Kenner 1990. Oh no, I don't know what that says. Made in China. Yeah, so it's 1994, not 1993. I apologise. So yes, that has been the video review for Kenner Alien Action. This has been This has been the video review for Kenner Alien Action Figures, Series 3, 1994 Wild Bull Alien. You see this guy? Pick him up, because he's worth having in your collection. I am Ignicus Icarus, the Archangel, and I'll catch you next time.